Where'd you go, man? You're acting like really sketchy right now. I don't. What's up? Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm TV's Drew Scheid, and you're watching Death Curse Society.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. We got Zigzag. Colonel.
Yes, the Colonel is on assignment.
Is still on assignment. On Red Crank. Yeah.
And listen, whoa. You're going to address me as Whorehound Shirt Champion, Zigzag, if you will.
Okay, for now.
I don't know if we announce it, yes, but it's official. Thank you. Due to your votes, Phantasm wins. That's the shirt, the mystery shirt. It was me. So all you that voted for me, great taste. And the next time, people that didn't vote, get it right. It was close, though. It was close. Rosemary's Baby was second, a close second.
No.
It was one vote, wasn't it?
I only had one vote.
Oh.
Thanks for the reminder. Yeah. And that was even in the comments, was later said, oh, I meant to do something else.
I thought that was a shoo-in. But then again,
I thought it was too.
It's a niche movie.
Well, and also the design bled out with the green background too, because we were trying to do some funky stuff, and that one was like 50% green design. So sometimes it's all right. It's all right.
It doesn't turn out, and you just leave it, and it's still beautiful.
I love wearing that shirt, though, because I always get somebody that comments on it, like every single time I've worn it since. No, that's a good-looking shirt, man. We know.
Just showing it, man. It hasn't been shown since Ghostly Phase was doing the loops.
Don't worry, we got another challenge coming up here in a few weeks, and probably like a ton of different vendors.
Yeah, it's going to be this time around, And I'm saying Phase is going to have to represent Colonel, man, and. Grab a shirt that stands apart.
We'll see about that. What we're talking about is just about less than 3 weeks from now, March 26th, or no, not March, May 26th through the 28th. We will be at Texas Frightmare down in Irving, Texas. Finally, a convention that's a short drive for me, not a 15-hour drive.
It's cool. I found a direct flight for this one, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
No stops in Atlanta, no stops in Georgia, just straight on through.
Yeah. In fact, Ziggy has something to say about it right here. So check this out.
December 29th, 1845, Texas becomes the 28th state of the United States.
January 10th, 1901, the discovery of black gold launched Texas into a century of oil exploration, electronics, and manned space travel. February 4th and 5th, 2006, the first Texas Frightmare Weekend is held at the Grapevine Convention Center in Grapevine, Texas.
May 26th and 28th, 2023. Death Curse Society invades Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Woo! That's right, the rumors are true. Death Curse Society is coming to Texas Frightmare Weekend. Red Crank and I will be down there. We're going to bring Phase 2. We'll be walking around the whole event all weekend long. Hope we can stop and talk horror with you, because I know we have a lot of friends down in Texas. First time there, won't be the last. We'll see you there. Texas Frightmare Weekend, May 26th through the 28th. DCS out.
It's going to be fun, man. You ready for Texas?
Yeah, John Carpenter. God damn it, man. We're just hearing all these nightmare horror stories about it's 50-50. We may even get a look at the guy to get an autograph.
Yeah.
I've decided I'm going to take the hit if I need to stand in line all day to get an autograph. I may do this.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll grab your shit too, or at least one of your items, and I'll bite the bullet for this.
I think we'll still be able to do it. I was looking at the thing, but I mean, like VIP goes first, which, okay, cool. But
Al said
there's even a lottery for the VIP to go through to pick what day they will get to meet him, and he's only there for like 2 hours the first day. So it's going to be nuts.
I don't know. I still may beeline right over there.
Friday?
That Friday, yeah. A couple just go right to it. Right when we get there Friday, just fuck everything else.
Friday's the day, I think, because Saturday, it looks like we're in the panel room all fucking day Saturday. Did you see that lineup?
I didn't look at it yet. I just figured we could look at that and maybe discuss that.
We'll talk about it later, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Good lineup, though. I can't wait to get down there. And yeah, like you mentioned in the video, we got a lot of fans in Texas that, we've never gotten a chance to meet. We're looking forward to meeting you guys, chatting a little. And we'll see what happens from there. It's going to be a good time, though. I can't wait to get down there.
We always got free shit to give away, too.
Oh, yeah. Always got the free shit.
Free shit?
All right. Let's see. Who is in the house tonight? We got BK. We got Lorena. I'm not even sure what this means. Lorena says, Death Curse Society. They smell like candles I can't afford.
Hey, at least it isn't the Gwyneth Paltrow one. You know what I'm saying?
This candle smells like my vagina. No, does not smell like that. Rachel's here. Faze is here. The bots are here.
The bots are here. We're on. We're streaming.
Derek's here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Rachel says, be ready for the heat in Texas. It's May. It's early yet. It's going to be warm, but it's early yet.
Can't be any worse than fucking Oklahoma in July.
No. July in Oklahoma was rough.
That was pretty fucking hot.
And looks like James is here. He says, I saw Evil Dead Rise finally. Pretty good. Very good.
Again, it's like that's kind of the gist of it. Is there's not really a weak entry in that whole series yet.
James says DCS and Death Valley. Close.
Death Valley.
We haven't announced. Have we announced this yet? I think I told James privately, but.
Oh yeah, you can say it.
Yeah.
Some people know it, but if we haven't, go ahead.
Yeah. We are coming to Pasadena in September, so it's probably about as close as we can get to you, James, in California. But yes, for the Halloween 45 convention, you will find us down there. We have tickets secured. Ziggy is going to get a flight next week or two. How many flights you got booked this week?
We're already up to fucking $500, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I got 2 right now in the can, just waiting, all set, and one to go. At least one to go. Could be more here, depending on what's going on with the. We're sending out some sheets here, some offer sheets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we don't know what's going to happen. We're coming. We're fucking coming. That's what's happening, folks.
We got some more potential. We got some more potential in September and October that we haven't even touched upon yet. So
just waiting for some word. That's all. Once we know for sure that it's a lock, we're gonna.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna shut the fuck up about it.
Oh no!
Right, New Mexico.
And of course, Morgan Crypt in July. That's going to be a lot of fun down in Albuquerque.
Oh man.
Lorena says, I can't afford the Gwyneth Paltrow candle for different reasons. And Tarek says, I would buy a Death Curse goop. Just saying. No.
I don't know where to go with that.
We're not going to do that. But hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to be ranking our top 5 of the year 1996. Kind of, how would you describe this year of horror in general, Ziggy?
Disappointing.
That's a good word.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. I mean, if you're into the B movie type thing, then it was a great year for you. Right. But if you were looking for your mainstream stuff and some kind of resurgence in slashers, maybe you got the kickoff to that.
You got the kickoff to it, right?
But other than that, it was pretty. As you'll see.
I think Macho Man Randy Savage kind of summed it up best when he said, "The cream rises to the top."
Cream rises to the top.
There is some cream, but there's also a lot of that like ooey filmy shit that like forms at the bottom of the glass.
Those fat drips that kind of get loose from
the ones that like. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's a rough year, man, but
we did it.
We got 3 lists for you. We want to see your list as well. Send us your top 5. And before we get started, we need to thank our final girls and guys and all of our members. If you want to find out how to become a member, head on over to deathcursesociety.com. Check out the join page. Check out our tiers. It works a lot like Patreon. You pledge a certain amount a month, and it helps us out. Helps us to pay for Ziggy's flights everywhere and some of my gas to get to some of these.
Where am I getting this? No, but you will get some. We help with your wardrobe too, because like the top tier folks get some original designs that we can't sell for various reasons, but they're fantastically funny, and especially
mostly legal reasons.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Be honest. I mean, but. Here you go. For the next shirt coming, I'm going to give you a hint. I don't know what that means, but we'll see.
It's been a request for a while, so it's about time. Time we get
members, yes, you're getting something to do with our beloved mascot, if you will, Wino. Yes.
Who we haven't used as much recently.
Yeah, he was more prominent in years, like especially during the COVID run.
The pandemic, when we first found him. Good Lord.
He was top billing.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Charles, Tanya, and Tyrone, and our crazy Ralph Raymond, and our camp counselors, Michigan Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Kiara, Canada Dave, and JJ. JJ, who we will get to meet when we cruise down to Texas.
Is that right?
That's right. Well, I'm going to meet him at least. I don't know if he wants to meet you assholes, but, he and I need to catch up.
It's cool, man. I understand.
Fuck you.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Check the comments one more time before we get going. All right, cool. We already got a list. And Tarek agrees with 1996. Yeah, kind of disappointing.
It depends what you're into. again, because if you're into the Full Moon Entertainment line, that was very, very prominent at this time, your 96 was okay. It's all right. Stuff like that. Stuff along that line. Those direct-to-video releases.
There were a lot this year.
In 96, they were fucking a dozen a week coming out.
Yeah. It was pretty overrun with that. So, which, okay, fine. You know, but weirdly, that's where a lot of the, like, some of the major franchises ended up going. And some of the worst ones in the major franchises. But I digress, because, well, damn. There's Dave right there. You just missed out on a little wino action there, Dave. You're a little late.
I don't remember. Is he Maple Leafs? Oh, no, dude. You're not a Maple Leafs guy, are you? You're an Oilers fan, right?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I hope not. The Leafs are down 0-3. Not good.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that sport. So.
Well, you know, they're due. They're like the longest Stanley Cup drought. Not to rub it in there, Dave. Sorry.
All right. Well, Ziggy, looks like you get to kick off our list this evening. So,
Lord,
I'm gonna slide the cream up to the top.
Cream rice. All right, man. 96. Again, it starts off a little rough here, so bear with me, and I'll try to explain myself. But some of these aren't going to make sense.
Now, you mentioned before the show you have a couple of bombs in here
on my
list.
honorable mentions. Well,
okay.
Then again, this could be a bomb here. I don't really remember what the box office was on this, but number 5, Stephen King's Thinner. Yes, I know it's the absolute worst fat makeup in the history of fat makeup. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. That looked horrible. But the fucking gypsies, man, were scary and true to form to the book. They fucking delivered. And that's why I kind of give this movie a pass. I love this story. Reading it anyway.
The story was good, yeah.
But when I read it now, the gypsies in the book are these characters from the movie. Every time.
I can see that.
That old man, especially. I mean, and the mother. Woo.
Yeah.
But
it was one of the actresses that played the younger gypsy. It was her birthday recently. I saw everyone was like wishing her a happy birthday. So.
Thinner, the worst fat makeup of all time. I mean, let's face it. It is. It's terrible. It's fucking.
It was bad.
If anything needed to be CGI, this would have been it. I mean, I understand we're a bit ahead of it. You know, I mean, we were still looking. Were we still shaking off the Lawnmower Man at this point? In 96?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck. All right, number 4. Anytime you get outsiders, outcasts, you got me hooked. The Craft. Yeah, 4 girls, 4 witches getting together and becoming powerful and taking over their realm. Very cool film and launched the careers of a lot of young actresses. I still like to pop this in. It's got some good creepy tense moments at the end when they're trying to stalk I forget her name now. The star. The one
Firuza Balk or Nev Campbell?
They're the two. Like Firuza Balk is like the head bad witch. And
right.
I want to say her name's Rachel in the movie, or maybe that's her real name. Fuck. Anyway, you know who I mean.
Yeah.
The good one. Sarah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I mean it's just a good story. And it's done well. It's competent acting. This is one of those times where it had some bad acting in it. This fucking movie is direct-to-video, for sure. Number 3, a surprising entry at this time. I didn't expect it to be like this, but it's funny. It's got scary moments. A little bit it's terrifying at times. The Frighteners, Michael J. Fox, and a colorful cast of ghosts.
Oh yeah.
It's just fun. Just a great fucking movie. This is Peter Jackson gave us, Brain Dead and Lord of the Rings, of course. But if you haven't seen The Frighteners, everybody's seen The fucking Frighteners by now. Go check it out. Just a fucking silly, original concept, and they do a great job with it. Jake Busey is the heavy, and he's just great.
D. Wallace?
D. Wallace, of course, the incomparable D. Wallace.
You still haven't delivered that yet?
Yeah, I haven't seen his ass. I'll see him soon enough. Yeah. Number 2, George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino from Dusk Till Dawn. I loved it because I might have been enhanced in a bit when this came out originally in '96, coming out of work and watching a commercial. I was like, oh, it's a bank heist, and then just a quick glimpse of the vampire sitting up out of the dark, and I wasn't sure I saw that. And I was like, did I imagine that? It took me a couple days to catch the trailer again. I was like, again, internet's not really a thing back then. And turned out to be a pretty wild fucking Robert Rodriguez vampire biker crazy heist fucking movie that still stands up today. It's just a lot of fun. You've seen it, you'll see it again from Dusk Till Dawn. Here we go with the honorable mentions. First one, and it's no Demon Knight, and I say that with a grain of salt, obviously. Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood, but for one reason and one reason only. Dennis Miller delivers the finest Dennis Miller joke in the history of Dennis Miller jokes. That isn't one of those ones that go over your head. When he's getting challenged at the bar, he's asking questions, and the kid goes, "You want to step outside?" He's like, no, I don't feel like a blowjob right now. And it's just, I fucking was dying laughing, man. And still good all these years later. But other than that, a pretty subpar entry in that Tales from the Crypt. Probably killed off that series movie-wise. Because it just, didn't... Dennis Miller, not really a horror guy, man. Okay, number 2 for the honorable mentions. We had to give Full Moon Entertainment, Charles Band, some love. Although, not one of his greatest, but head of the family.
Whew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're into these kind of weird B fucking not really trying too hard to win an Academy Award of any kind, or even acknowledge an acting class of any kind, you got movies like this. And this one had, quadruplets, and you got the giant head controls them all. It was interesting. It's fun. It's if you like the stupid fucking movies, and especially what Full Moon brings you, it's right in line with anything else they have. So good luck with that. And then finally, for my last honorable mention, The Dentist. Brian Yunza, yes, far cry from his writing days of Reanimator, From Beyond, and all that good stuff. But where else can you see Corbin Burnson as a fucking psychotic? You know what I mean? It just...
Right.
Yeah, so it's something different. Again, not his best work, but I mean, he was the director on it, and you gotta give him some love here on these kind of lists. Keep them relevant, right? So we go to number 1.
Don't use that word.
I know. Sorry. Seemed funny at the time. There's only one to go in 1996. It did, I think, to some point, reignite the slashers as we know them, with lots of gore, lots of blood, with heavy on the whodunit, but just a beloved cast, perfect casting. Scream, Wes Craven. Once again, it's done. The genre's over with. The slasher's dead, they said. And Wes Craven said, "Hold my beer. I got you." And he gave us Scream, man. And I understand why it spawns all these sequels and everything, because it did kind of connect a couple of generations. So, I mean, it really was, just for the gore, I think, and it being a slasher, an actual slasher, that's why I put it top of my list. So there you have it. My list. Scream, number 1.
Yeah. Very nice list there, Ziggy.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Come out of the break and you're talking. That's great.
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? Hey, I will completely admit to the cultural significance that Scream had on the horror genre. Like you just mentioned, horror was dipping severely. Sequels were killing the genre. You know, certain franchises were killing the genre. Franchises we love. But
If you notice, we didn't get a release of any of the bigs, the cornerstones.
no,
Well-
we had like a Children of the Corn, we had a Hellraiser, and we had like a Leprechaun. But all three of them kind of the worst in their runs, I would consider. I watched Leprechaun 4 again the other night, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. I expected this to be bad, but not that bad.
I just can't do it. I like the first one. It's one of those movies I like the first one, but man, and I love what he does with the character itself, but
I like Warwick Davis, absolutely.
yeah, he's talented.
But that one took a nosedive into humor in such a bad way. Like they were trying to make fun of themselves too much, and it didn't work in the 90s, and it doesn't work today.
That one made me want to toss him.
Yeah. I had seen Children of the Corn 4 not too long. Yeah. I had seen Children of the Corn 4 recently, and even though Naomi Watts is in that one, still not great. And I just recently watched the Hellraiser one, Bloodline. But yeah, not good either.
I mean, even when they got some of the legacy characters back, it wasn't. Children of the Corn was never what it was.
Right. But I am still curious to see the new one that they finally just released. I know it's probably going to be terrible, but I'm going to watch it because I like seeing those films. We'll see. Let's check the comments and
Say that shit too, but then they gave me the Fog remake, and that changed my whole optimism on any remake from that point forward.
Okay, I thought this was a real list, but it wasn't. Lorena was just fucking with me, for lack of a better term. She says, number 5, Head. Number 4, Of. Number 3, The. Number 2, Family. Love you, Crank. Yeah. She likes Head of the Family.
That's probably in that box she sent me. Sent me all these grindhouse and crazy ass things, and one of them that apparently is like watching The Ring. We'll see. So if you find me and I'm like, that's why, arrest Lorena immediately.
There we go. And Dave, answer your question. I'm a Leaf fan, but just watching the better lottery.
Please let me know where the Red Wings pick.
Jeez. I think he's gone now.
Is he going? Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. He said he wasn't going to stay long, so. Grimmer says, I don't know if you guys have seen Daddy's Girl. I remember it being kind of corny, but the hospital scene from Orphan is almost verbatim. I will put that on the list. Actually, I got my letterbox open right now, so I'll
That's in the box.
I'll just sneak in there and do that right now.
We got Grindhouse. Okay.
Go ahead and talk for a minute there, Ziggy, so I can do this.
Talking for a minute while you rudely make a selfish list for yourself so you can catch up. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
I love it. That's right.
Dick.
What?
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
You heard me. All right. It's in the watch list, sir. Thank you. And he also says, I think I'll watch Thinner and Bordello of Blood again soon.
Just don't look at the makeup on the fat guy.
Well, and the fact that the makeup, it probably looked okay 30-something years ago, or almost 30 years ago.
I had a problem with it even then.
I did too, actually.
In theater.
But actually...
Well, see, I had read the fucking book, and the guy eats a full chili dog and immediately shits out a full chili dog in the book. That's how it works. And you don't get none of that really in nothing that graphic. But the way they portray him going skinny and everything,
Right. I'll come back to that comment, BK. Hold on. But Tom Holland, I was watching Thinner, and Tom Holland directed it. Was scrolling through Facebook and saw one of his posts, and I was just like, I'm actually watching Thinner right now. The two reactions I got from that comment were Tom Holland and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which I thought was just really fucking weird. But yeah,
The real one?
I don't know.
Well, he has a problem with you, Crank, and he's coming to smash it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, Dwayne, The Rock comes in with a steel chair.
Psych.
All right, enough. Yeah. BK says, watching War of the Worlds right now. Which one? If my kids would have been that difficult, I would have left their behinds to the aliens.
He's watching the Tom Cruise one then.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise one then, yeah. Terry, welcome to the show, Terry, says, just watched Thinner Saturday night. There you go.
There you go, man.
Did you have a problem with the fat suit?
What did you think of the fat suit makeup?
Tarek says, the craft was honestly pretty good. Didn't age perfectly, but yeah, Balk is too perfect as the baddie. Yes.
Yeah. There's something about it. I like her too, though. It's probably a lot to do with it.
James
She's my age now, so it's fine.
Right. James says, I thought Head of the Family was kind of odd, but mostly okay.
These are fives, you know what I mean? Any of those movies, a 5 to them is, oh my God, thanks. You know, they're not.
I don't hate the movie.
They were churning them out, like just churning them.
Right, like every 6 months they were coming out with
makers,
yeah.
man.
I don't hate the movie, but man, I mean, the acting is bad. The effects are cheesy as fuck.
Are really rubbery.
The writing is awful.
Charles Band, dude, come on.
I know, but still, I mean, doesn't mean. Dude, send me an opportunity. You send me an idea, Mr. Band, and let me craft you a script.
You're going to be able to talk to him in 2 weeks.
I know. He's not gonna hire me.
No, or me.
Lorena, I'm gonna come back to your list. Tarek says, Head of the Family, currently free on Tubi. Might have to save that one for some chuckles. Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's on there now.
Have a couple of cocktails or, do a couple of edibles and you'll love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tarek says, Scream was definitely the genre game changer for the decade. It saved horror. I'll say it. It saved horror.
Well,
Does it?
I think it specifically saved the slasher format.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made people goddamn, they gutted Drew Barrymore. She was entrails hanging out. That was fantastic. I was so delighted watching that.
Yeah.
Going like, oh my God, what are we in for here?
Yeah, that was good. Right at the beginning.
Yeah. I was just like, fucking Wes, you fucking dog, you.
Tarek says, didn't even realize Skeet Ulrich twice in the top 5, The Craft and Scream. Well, it's Skeet and Neve Campbell together in both of those movies. So
I was gonna say, but I at least the Skeet part, But yeah, I mean, we saw the launch, and same year though. I think they shot The Craft a bit before that though.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what this is about, but
there it
Marina
is.
says, no, psyched by the 4D witch won't kill you, just might make you want to be dead. Oh, is that what you got
That's
in your
the
box?
Ring one, yeah. She said, you try to watch it sober, and I was like, what? What is this thing?
Dave says, Detroit got 9, Zag.
It could have been 11, but that's what we were expecting. So we were hoping for a miracle to get number 1 there, get that kid. I forget his name now, but yeah, whatever. Number 9. No, I don't give a fuck. Steve Eiserman will handle it. He'll get it done. What we need.
Yeah. And Joseph's here. Howdy, guys. Just got back from doing a bunch of running around Florida today. Saw a couple of your stops. Way to go. He's down there hunting down all those horror filming locations. Good for him.
He went to the Creature of the Black Lagoon. That's fantastic, man.
That's epic, dude. And he says, Scream, easy number 1. All right.
The way I see it.
Yeah, that's the way you see it.
That's the way I see it.
What? What? All right. And Lorena's list, which is always chock full of B, C, and sometimes even D movie goodness.
Hey, I didn't see Uncle Sam on the database I was looking at. Although I don't know if it might have made honorable mention.
All right. Well, her number 5 is Uncle Sam. Number 4, The Craft. Number 3, Scream. Ooh. Interesting. Number 2, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Of course.
Yes.
You know what number 1's going to be.
Honorable mention. Yeah, do you? Well, you do now because you're looking in the comments. Honorable mentions, Bordello of Blood, Thinner, and Tremors 2. And her number 1 of 1996. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Humanoids from the Deep.
It's a
Pure
remake.
Trash.
Yeah, it's a remake.
So I gotta love it. Let me look up Uncle
I love
Sam.
the original so much that I couldn't. That one tarnishes it a bit for me. I can't do it.
Uncle Sam is listed as 96.
I remember it came out. I remember reserving it the first day and being horribly disappointed after we watched it. Like, those guys were throwing shit at me.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Tarek says, whoa, wait. Crank didn't put Scream at number 1? Whoo, boy, here we go. I didn't say that.
No, that's not Crank. That's Lorena.
That was Lorena's list, yeah.
Lorena's list.
Yeah.
Which was a funny list, yeah.
You haven't seen my list yet, so you don't know what I've done. Maybe I did put Scream at number 1, maybe I didn't.
I would bet you did, but I know how much you like the Frighteners too, so I'll just leave it at that. And Lorena. Wonderful list. Except for that Humanoids from the Deep.
Tarek says, I know, I caught subtlety from Crank. Subtlety? What? There's no such thing. All right. Oh, dang it. I'm going to need more drink. Terry says, the original Humanoids was really good.
This is what I'm saying.
There we go. And Carrie says, we haven't brought that out in a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm breaking them all out, man.
Breaking them all out tonight.
Well, next week's going to be fucking serious, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Got to have some get silly this week. So we got to play straight next week.
Carrie says, rescue me from kids' TV. Apparently my daughter saw a monster and now can't sleep. No. Sorry I'm late. No worries, Carrie.
Welcome. Always welcome.
Always welcome. Lorena says, you know, I love the original Humanoids too. The remake was like eating something really weird and kind of icky, but it gets stuck in your brain and you've got to eat it again. If you say so.
Yeah.
Ziggy, actually, why don't you tell them, while I go get something to drink, why don't you tell them what we have coming up next Monday on Monday Maniacs?
Queued up here, do you, anymore on this one? I was on the Curse Your Luck side, so. Okay, I'll just tell them.
Well, I can do this. Hold on.
There you go.
Give me a second.
Show me a sign. Sing me a song. All right, I'm done.
Ugh, good Lord. All right, yeah. And talk to him about this after this is done. Here we go.
Something has gone wrong. We have been told the event is canceled. Canceled. I will not let our fans down. It's not happening. no matter what, anyone who traveled to Allentown, Pennsylvania, anyone planning on being in Pennsylvania tomorrow, I will be available to do a signing with you. I will be available to hang out and talk with y'all. I'm going to make this happen. We are back on Allentown. And here's the amazing thing. It's myself and Kane Hodder. Let's be honest. It's Kane Hodder and me. I'm like the JVs to his James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's going to be good.
So, yeah, I mean, basically what the fuck happened. That's what we're doing here. And it's funny, we've heard a little flack coming back already just from out there saying, well, are you going to have the other guy on too to tell his side? He's already told his side, and we have it.
Yeah.
We have it.
And he's
going to hear his side. Don't worry.
He's told everyone that has asked him anything about it, I have nothing else to say about it. So, there you go.
So
but then he has commented on our post as well about, oh, can't wait for the show.
He's going to be watching. He said he's going to be watching. And
he's going to be watching.
It's fine. Look, Adam hasn't come out and said his piece yet. He's going to use us as the platform to do that. That's kind of what this is. His answer to some of the things that have already been said that's already out there. So this isn't a smear campaign. This isn't anything. These are answers to already placed statements by the parties involved. So that's what this is. So get it right. We're not doing it like that. If you obviously don't know anything about us and what we do, if that's what you think, but it's going to go down next week, and the man himself, Adam's coming, and I don't know, we may have a few of the people involved that actually got clipped by this guy. So that's what we're doing. We're just trying to make sure this never happens again to this community, and I think that's a great cause because honestly, I was thinking, I'm looking at this as like a court-appointed lawyer. That's how I was feeling. Like, I want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, but then the way he comes at us just verifies what I'm thinking when you put the poker read on somebody. It's like, okay, this is what I think. This is an overall, just looking at you. I don't know you, but that's what I got. And now you kind of confirmed it with your little snide little snippy comment.
Right.
So
we may have a little fun with it at a few people's his expense. But
the root of it is
don't do it.
Adam's going to tell his side of the story, and we don't want to see this. If clearly the guy got in over his head. This we know. This is what we know. So but now we're going to see
if
what
that's the
degree.
case, then don't do it.
Exactly. Now we're going to see to what degree. We'll see to what degree, because what does Adam have to lie about? You know what I mean? That's what I keep coming back to. It's like, well, this fucking guy doesn't need any of this. He was the one that was brought into it. He was the one this guy is nothing to him. He doesn't need to do this, but he is that upset that this person would fuck with the crowd in the community like this, that he wants to come and speak his mind. Sir, the floor is yours next week, 8:00.
Yes. And we will have evidence beyond compare. Like Ziggy mentioned, like a court-appointed attorney.
Don't call it evidence, though. Just we're going to have
why not
statements from the person himself.
Yeah, it's
facts.
His day in court.
His version.
Yeah. So, speaking of, you mentioned, are we going to have some other people on with, and we are going to be joined by Rick from the Whole Damn Enchilada podcast. He's going to come on and tell his story because he took his son to that event and donated more than just the overpriced tickets to make sure this event happened, and has gotten, I think, $40 refunded. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Rick. So far, out of almost $600. So
$100. 6 months ago.
And we are either also going to be joined, or we may have a video statement, hopefully, and he confirms. Yes, sir. Hopefully another statement from another ticket holder who had bought her tickets through Eventbrite, and this person that was putting this event on and putting it together has said, everybody that bought their tickets through Eventbrite has had their tickets refunded. Well, that's not the case. So, big shock. That's not true. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Like I said, I hope it stays somewhat cool, but if it...
Why?
Well, because I guess it doesn't need to be, but if the guy's going to come and start flexing in our comments or whatever, then...
He will get flamed so hard in our comments group.
He'll get flamed,
anyway.
So, I don't know.
I mean, bring 30 of your friends that you haven't conned, and then maybe you'll have a chance.
That's what I expect. The chat room will probably be busy with a bunch of fucking fans of that channel. So
okay, I got to get this out.
We're ready for it. We're ready.
Yeah, we are ready for it though, and I got lots of homework to do beforehand. I'm preparing the evidence. Yes. I'm feeling this like a court.
It's like this. Look, DCS at some point, we plan to do a con at some point to get into this business. We don't want it all, the water all stanked up from somebody fucking it up, leaving a fucking turd in the pool.
Right.
We're all in the same pool, man.
But we also are smart enough to know, look,
we're not ready yet.
We're not big enough to do a con. Right. So we
could get the
waiting.
Fucking guess. We know that. But yeah, we did. That's not the problem. It's just getting all the, there's a lot goes into it, which clearly they did not figure all that out beforehand.
Oh, dude, we have an idea for something that has never, ever fucking been done, but we don't have the financial backing to pull it off.
Not yet.
And it would be fucking amazing. And all of you out there would want to do it.
Yeah.
But once we get there, though,
just hold it.
I know. I'm not saying it. Fuck no, I'm not saying it because somebody will jump on it immediately.
That's a fucking gold mine. And
anyway,
it's probably closer than further. So things keep going. This summer is going to say a lot.
This summer is going to help a lot, I think. Yes. And by the way, happy birthday, Rick. I was going to mention that too if I saw you in the comments. Yeah. Says, dude went on his buddy's podcast and had him babyface himself. According to him, it was everyone's fault and everyone was paid back, but I assure you they were not. Oh, we're going to get all into this. So
we're going to have guys like yourself telling, it's like, I don't have my money yet. What agenda would you have against this man? Nothing.
Carrie says, Adam could have quite easily gone home along with Kane, but they tried to save a shit show that happened. Yes, exactly. Well, they tried to save a shit show that didn't happen because a guy canceled it the night before. And
this is something I can vouch for because every time I've run into Adam, the first time even, there's a genuine thing about him that comes off.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking bullshitting kind of guy, man. Just not that dude. He stinks of it. He's just fucking a cool cat. And that's been consistent every time we've crossed paths. And, and yes, we're helping him out with his movie, for sure.
Sure.
We believe in him, And, right.
There we go, right there.
So, yeah, when a friend like that asks for a platform, here we are. That's why
I hit him. Yeah. That event was a Saturday. I hit him up that Saturday, and it was like, "Dude, let's get you on Monday." And he was like, "Well, I'm going to be flying, and it's my anniversary, and blah blah blah. I can't do Monday, but we will do something." I was like, "All right." So, and he kept his word.
Yeah,
he kept his word.
I
been
never
waiting.
Doubted. I knew there was probably a little more to it than what was being said at the time, so I kept quiet about it, but I knew he would get back to us and either say, "Hey, that's it," or B, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah.
Brian says he doesn't have 30 friends that he didn't con. Yeah, that's probably true by now. I think you might have been one of them back in the day. I don't know. Not. All right, we got to move on though. We got to move on.
I'm aware. Like I said, we can. This is going to be the whole show next week. So
and it's probably going to be a long one. So
I agree because Adam's got a lot to say, man.
Adam has a lot to say, and it's hard to get Adam to shut up sometimes. I'll be honest. I love Adam.
Right though, but just when I'm reading all the things from these people, man, and it's just like, what,
Oh, dude.
dude?
Wait.
You know,
Just,
I mean, it's like,
just wait. Just wait. You'll see. You'll see. All
if
right.
this guy is this brass about it and everything, then yeah, move along. You know,
Yeah, we got to move on. All right. Kevin says, did you guys hear Olivia Hussey is back as Jess Bradford? I can't believe it. Of course we heard. Yes. And we're so excited. Dave McRae.
There'll be some involvement in
Okay.
that project from the DCS.
Yes. Dave McRae, for those of you who are wondering what he's talking about, Dave McRae and Bruce Dale are bringing the second part of It's Me, Billy. It is now crowdfunding on Indiegogo. Go look for that. It's called It's Me, Billy Chapter 2. And, whew.
It's good. First part's great.
The first part is wonderful. Olivia Hussey returns. Lynn Griffith returns. Well, as a different character because her character is dead.
Right.
But I can't wait. Can't wait for that. Did you see the snow globes they just put out as a perk today?
I did.
If they're not gone, I'm getting one of those here in a couple days.
It's going to be good, and they did such a bang-up job on the first one. It'll be an honor and a pleasure to be involved with this conclusion to the story.
Brian says Chapter 1 was great. For 40 minutes or 42 minutes, however long it was, dude, that was so good. I mean, those guys know how to craft a story and present it. Just there you go.
I'm sure we'll do the same thing again. We had it on for our exclusive members, our top tier guys. We had them both on, and we screened the movie and had them in do live director's commentary while it was playing, and it was got all kinds of nitty gritty tidbits.
Now, I will say this: I've watched a little bit of Dave and some of their shows that they've done about this since they launched a campaign last week. They have not gone into the story of how they got Olivia Hussey back, and I don't know why. He says there's some reasons I can't get into it yet, and I'm like, but that's interesting. I can't quite put my finger on what that means, but it means it's going to be a good fucking story is one thing it means. So I can't wait to hear about that. But anyway, we got more top 5 lists to get through here.
We do got Colonel's list too somewhere.
You want to do Colonel's list, or do you want to?
You got something to read?
No, I got mine and Colonel's.
Oh, do yours.
Yeah,
Or
I haven't
do
done
Colonel's and get it out of the way.
Oh, he did want me to read his list.
Yep, because he said I'd be mad at him for some reason.
No, he said you would make fun of his number 1.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's go with Colonel's list.
Okay,
first.
let's do this. Yeah, give me some nice. Can fucking roast him while you're getting yours ready.
Crap.
Uh-oh.
That's what's missing.
The first
All right.
one.
Yeah, his first one I don't have, and I don't even think I made a thing on it. So
just call it out. It's fine.
Yep. All right. So here's the Colonel's list, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, Tremors 2. Which has already been mentioned by Lorena, I believe. Number 4, The Craft. Oop, got to move us back up here. We got shifted somehow.
Shit.
Shifted. Number 3, much like Lorena, Scream. Scream at number 3.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, he did.
The balls on this guy.
He didn't. He didn't.
Number 2.
He did, didn't he? Oh, no.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
It has to be the one I'm thinking. It has to be. This is probably the one I pinned on you.
All right. His honorable mentions. One that we've discussed briefly, Hellraiser Bloodline. Second honorable mention, The Dentist, which is on, it looks like everybody's list. Well, a lot of these are on everybody's list because, as we said, the cream rises to the top.
Cream rises to the top. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And his last honorable mention, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, which leaves number 1, The Frighteners. Yes.
I'm not making fun of that.
I'm not making fun
Fine.
of that.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that, man.
There you go.
I considered it.
Hey, Colonel, I know you're not here, but
Why do you think I would make fun of that? I absolutely think you did the same thing.
all right, here we go. Let's see the hate. Let's see the hate. No, Lorena, he totally did Head of the Family. Nope.
I was like, oh no.
I think Ziggy's the only one that even included Head of the Family because, well, some of us have taste.
Let me pick number 1 here. Oh, there it is.
Fuck you!
There it is.
Perfect fit.
Yep. Tarek says, there's some reasons I can't get into it yet. Is like, yes, everyone needs to know the deets right now, please. Exactly, man.
That fucker's a master to tease to get you to tune back in.
He's
a master.
He is, but I can't wait to hear that story because I know it's going to be good.
Maybe something we can ask him face to face.
Oh, and Faye says, just applied for an apartment during the DCS stream. That's got to be a first. Let this be a good luck charm, damn it. Yes. Get him.
Oh, there's only
Get that
one,
apartment.
Yep. There's only one possible good luck charm, I think, unless you got rid of it.
Is there a good luck charm in there?
You got rid of it.
What did I get rid of?
The witch.
Oh. I thought you were going to do this.
Is he moving to Oklahoma?
No, I don't know why that would be a good luck charm, but I just wanted a reason to throw that out there. Where was I? Comments, yes. All right. Lorena's disappointed in the Colonel. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Not better than Scream, but okay. Have you seen it lately?
Frighteners?
Have you watched The Frighteners lately, Tarek? Maybe you should.
Good. Good premise, too.
Yeah. And good luck, Chris. Faye says Scream would be his number 1 for this year, though I haven't seen many of these.
As I'm saying, there wasn't any good horror movies coming to theaters. It was all home video.
Yeah. Carrie says 1996 was the year my ex fucked off out of my life, and I got it back, and I saw Scream at the movies. There you go. Lorena says, Mommy went and got herself Facebook banned. Way to go. Way to go. Tarek says, I have not watched The Frighteners in a million years. No, so I will have to do this. Get back to me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Get back to me, Tarek. All right. Let me roll my list down here. And we'll get started with that. There we go. All right. Mine's not, I'll be honest, mine's not much different from these other guys, but there's a couple of different ones in here. Starting off with number 5, which I'm honestly, I'm kind of shocked that this didn't show up in one of you guys' list. Bad Moon.
Bad is right.
I like some of the effects in this. It's a basic story. Some of the effects are pretty good. Some of them are cheesy. But this is one of those that I don't know. I think gets a little bit of hate more than it should.
Than it should. This is one, to me, is the best thing about it is the box category.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I enjoyed it, but I had never seen it before until recently either.
Oh.
So, I don't remember. At least I don't remember watching it in the 90s. I could have. I drank a lot since then. So
I guess automatically it gets lined up against every other werewolf movie in history, and
well,
look at it that way.
Yeah. Oh no, it's probably not even in my top 10 in werewolf movies of history, but for 96,
Cool poster.
not bad. For 96, not bad. Better than Head of the Fucking Family, you asshole. Or whatever. What'd you have at 5?
I think I had Thinner at 5.
Center at 5, okay. You had it in your honorable mentions at least. So. All right, number 4 for me, The Craft.
Yes.
I love this story, and I can't think of his name right now, but the writer-director of this, he's a realistic teen writer, young adult writer, for that time frame, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool story. We've already talked about this.
Andrew Fleming.
Andrew Fleming, yes, thank you. Also wrote a movie and directed a movie called Threesome, which is kind of hard to find now, but with one of the Baldwin brothers, Laura Flynn Boyle, and who's the other guy in it? Big forehead. No, not Matthew Modine, but along that line. You're pulling it up.
No, I'm trying to pull up the porn music, and I don't have it anymore.
Oh. I thought you were
said
pulling.
Threesome. I was like, oh.
I thought you were pulling up the.
No, I was trying to be fun.
It's from 1994, and it's about a college love triangle. Josh Charles, that was his name. Stephen Baldwin is the Baldwin brother that's in that. That movie is one of the. I know this isn't in this top 5 list, but Threesome is one of the funnier movies that I had seen in that era.
Isn't that the one where he utters the line, sex is like pizza, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good? Is that movie?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. All right, but anyway, I like that writer, Andrew Fleming. Scream, good to me. Good to go. Number 3.
The Craft.
You do what?
You said Scream.
What?
Proceed.
Oh, no, I meant The Craft.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Whatever. Number 3, yeah, I might as well have said it. Number 3, Scream. Yeah, I'm right in line with the Colonel on this one.
I was right.
I like 2 movies better than this one. And yes, you were right. But you should have known you were right. Now,
First thing I thought, I was like, one of these 2 guys loves that movie a lot because it came up on another. Somehow it came up on another list.
Which one?
That movie, your top one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should come up on a couple of lists.
I don't remember how though or why. We didn't do 96 before. It doesn't make fucking sense. Then again, if it was supernatural or ghosts or something.
Supernatural, yeah. We've done that.
Yeah.
It may have made top 8 of that.
I clearly remember discussing in depth that movie. So.
But hey, yeah, I'm not arguing with the cultural significance of Scream. I get it, and I get that it resonated with the young people of '96. I was still impressed by it, but I don't hold on to it as like the holy grail of fucking movies, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm not that enamored with the new ones that they've done the last 2 years. So, again, I like it. Fine. It's in my top 5, so it's one of the better editions of. It's better than Bad Moon. All right. I think we can all agree with that. But I have a couple that I like better. One of those being number 2, From Dusk Till Dawn. One of the best. Jesus Christ! What a combination to put Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez together as creators. And I'm glad that they are still friends and collaborate every now and then from time to time. I wish they would do more, but I think Quentin's doing one more movie and he is done, he says.
They can't get any more reasons to have Selma Hayek stick her foot in his mouth. That's why.
He does love feet.
He does.
It's in every fucking movie. Have you heard Danielle Harris's stories?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes!
Creepy. That's creepy. But
She cashed in on it though.
cashed in. She got in at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She was there.
Can't help that. But yes, From Dusk Till Dawn, man. And one of the things, dude, the sequels to this suck. The sequels to From Dusk Till Dawn. Have you watched them lately?
No, because
I watched them again recently. It's awful.
I went into it and it was just like, yeah, this is like worse than like a TV sitcom version of this. You know, this is bullshit. I couldn't do it.
But I did like the series that they did. Well, I think the first season of the series they did.
Yeah, then it really got fucking weird after the first season.
Yeah, but at least the series. One of the things I loved about the movie is the last shot.
Yeah,
where Clooney's driving off in the distance, following Cheech. You see the motorhome, Juliette Lewis pulling the motorhome around, following them down the road to get the fuck out of Dodge, and the camera pulls back, and you see the back of the bar, and you see all the trucks and vehicles that are just dumped down this hill, but it's not really a hill. It's a fucking
catacombs.
It's like an Aztecan, like Spanish Aztecan pyramid that's been hidden, and that's the base story of these vampires. If the sequels would have dug a little bit further into that would have been fucking cool, because that's the kind of backstory I want to see in a fucking horror movie, especially like a vampire horror movie. I think that would have been fascinating.
It's just the typical. Those guys were like, that story's done. There's nothing else to tell. And studio's like, fuck that. Hire a writer.
Yeah.
We can make something up that'll be just as good.
Yeah, all we need are some bank robbers and then vampires. That's all we need. And that's pretty much what they did with the second one, at least. The third one, I think, went back in time. Is that what I remember? Yeah. Went back in time.
I purged them from memory, dude. I didn't retain any of that garbage.
Oh, it's bad. But the first one, good.
Yeah.
Tom Savini and Greg Nicotero making appearances in small roles. The other bit parts, just great. The comedy in it is wonderful. The effects,
well,
the practical effects are great. Some of the CGI, oof, but it was early. But man, such a fun movie, and if they would have gone that Aztec route, could have had an interesting series of films.
Yeah, could have had a franchise, and then let's fucking follow Seth into El Rey.
Yeah,
See what's going on over there?
Yeah,
and he's got to go back and get something to get out of his deal, to whatever that is. I mean, if you're thinking that's his soul and he was going to hell, so it depends. There's a whole lot of mythology going on there too. So.
Oh yeah. All right, honorable mentions for me. Huh. Yes, we've mentioned it already. Actually, we mentioned this one already. Stephen King's Thinner. I have kind of a soft spot for this movie, regardless of the fat suit.
The fat suit.
The fat suit. That could be just almost like a trivia question. What fat suit in horror made the worst impression?
Bubba Hotep.
No.
Nope.
But yeah, Thinner. I have a soft spot for that movie. This is one, though, that I just watched recently that I think I had passed up on in the 90s, but I wanted to see Corbin Burnson as a twisted asshole, the dentist.
Right.
And an interesting early cameo in there from the Hulk as well, which I thought was quite entertaining.
Hulk Hogan?
No. I don't watch the Marvel movies, so I don't know his name.
That Hulk.
Yeah, that Hulk. But a decent film. I was going to watch the sequel, but I did not get around to it yet. I shouldn't say I don't watch the Marvel movies, but I just haven't seen all of them.
I'm hearing, just to throw it away, just for a second, the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm hearing polar opposites. People coming out saying this is the greatest Marvel movie of them all. This is the worst Marvel movie of them all. I don't know.
I'm hearing it's quite.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Heavy, yeah, touching,
Well,
if you will.
Trailer showed you that.
I haven't seen. I don't remember the trailer.
Oh.
I'm
assuming someone's dying because it shows your main dude ugly crying pretty heavy.
No.
That's usually an indicator something horrible happened.
Anyway, check out The Dentist. I believe it's on Tubi as well. I think that's where I watched it. I enjoyed it. It's cheesy. It's 90s, but I enjoyed it.
There's a couple of good effects in that one.
Oh, yeah.
That made you cringe.
Yeah. And Corbin Burnson, I've always been a semi-fan of his. Mostly from Major League.
Major League. I love him when he cameos on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this was the movie he was filming in that very episode.
Maybe.
His downtime.
Maybe. Now, I cannot fucking believe that out of the three of us, even though one of them's not here, out of the three of us, that I am the one that's going to include an Italian horror film on my list? What? Mr. Fulci snob over there, look at your backdrop.
This ain't a Fulci.
This is not a Fulci, but it is. This is Dario Argento's Stendhal Syndrome, based on a real medical phenomenon. I watched this just recently. I was looking for more to fill my list, basically to knock Head of the Family off. I'll be honest, okay? I did not feel good about Head of the Family being up there. I'm kidding.
Sorry, Charles. I'll have a beer with you.
What's going on? What are you talking about?
It's fine.
Hey, just not in my top 5, man. That's all I'm saying. And, like he's watching. But, dude, I know you prefer Fulci over Argento. I think I like Argento over Fulci, just slightly. Just slightly, just for the artisticness of it. If Angelo's watching, I'm sorry.
I've got to go Fulci Bava.
Oh, really?
Argento, yeah. I can't even. I don't know, dude. I mean, yeah, the guy's got a nice eye for color and interesting fucking concepts like that, but.
And that's what I prefer over your just throw blood at the screen. You know,
that's a little more than that, I would say.
You know what I mean, though. I prefer the cinematography. I prefer the lighting.
I'm forever grateful to Argento for Dawn of the Dead.
All right.
If nothing else.
All right. But this was an interesting film. A lot like From Dusk Till Dawn is 2 films in one. You have the bank heist and then you have the vampire movie. In this one, you have like a crime drama and then you have the psychological fallout of the crime drama. And it's quite interesting. If you haven't seen it, check it out in your spare time. It's available on Shudder, by the way.
Yes.
So, number 1 for me, though.
Oh, yes.
As has already been called, and I cannot believe Colonel and I agree on something, but The Frighteners, abso-fucking-lutely. I think this is so... It's just such a fun movie. There's some flaws in it, naturally, but it's just such a fun movie. And I love Michael J. Fox. I have always been a fan of his. I saw an interview with him recently, and it's
hard to watch it.
It's getting tougher and tougher to even just watch him anymore. And you see, in some of those late 90s movies, you can see like early signals of it, just the way he moves, like when he's walking out of a scene or something. And it's rough, but Michael J. Fox is still great in this. Again, Peter Jackson film. Robert Zemeckis produced. It's just the team was there for this, and the effects are good.
Yeah.
In this one, one of the there's a like the Freddy scene in 1984's Nightmare of him coming out of the wall. They do this.
Right there. It's like that's a lot of it right there.
Right. They do that digitally in this, but in 2010's Nightmare remake, they did it digitally and it looked like shit.
Yeah.
But in this, they do something similar. Well, it's a lot more involved. I mean, the thing races through the walls trying to get to people. And it's done a whole lot better, I think. But, of course, that's, you have Zemeckis money behind this. So that helps.
And Peter Jackson he knew how to make things, put some scary on it, That's what I liked.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them stockings are like, fuck, man. And then when the numbers are starting to, when they realize they're the ones that are going to get it,
Mm-hmm. And Dee Wallace is great in this as the schizo, Jake Busey, probably one of the early roles I ever saw him in. But
that's just
he
sinister
impresses.
look.
Yeah, he does. But yeah. There we go. Frighteners, my number one. And since no one else probably will.
I got it. And
Fuck you!
Yeah, exactly. I knew. Yeah, see, that's why. Asshole.
you got your applause.
I got
Asshole.
my applause. Asshole.
Asshole!
There we go. I'm not sure I'm ready for the comments on this now.
Nothing wrong with the Frighteners at number one. I considered it. It's funny because somehow I knew From Dusk Till Dawn was number two, no matter what. It's either going to be Scream or Frighteners.
But if you would have gone with Frighteners, you would have put Scream at 3?
Probably.
See? There you go.
Just because From Dusk Till Dawn just seemed it's number two.
I almost put From Dusk Till Dawn number one. Because I do love that movie. The dialogue is fucking crazy. But yeah, it's
got Tito and the Tarantulas in it too.
It's got Tito and the Tarantulas. I found Dark Knight, the opening theme song. I found a karaoke version of that recently.
It's a great song.
It's a good song.
And fuck the ones that they do in Roadhouse too, man. He's in that too.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Starting with some of the comments. Lorena says, I need to rewatch Frighteners. I didn't like the guy I watched it with and haven't seen it since it first came out on video.
You leave a bad stink on you?
Shit. Well, no wonder you're not agreeing with me on this one. Okay.
There goes head of the family.
Tarek says, honestly, a little surprised everyone picked The Craft. I was expecting at least one to call it out of genre. No. No.
No, when they come to kill fucking
They're
Sarah,
fucking witches.
that is scary, dude. And the bugs and everything, and
Yeah.
definitely scary. It was cool.
It fits. It
fits.
absolutely
And
fits.
it's just a fucking well-crafted movie.
And we're not that group that goes
Gatekeeper.
around and tells you, yeah, well, that's not horror. That's other people. That's other people. Get off my lawn. Yes, you guys are answering all the questions that I had while I couldn't look at the comments at the time, though. All right. Corey says, also, Bride of the Head of the Family is supposedly in pre-production, FYI. Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was done. I thought I was reading that it was already out.
Oh, it's,
I don't know.
no, it's not.
I'll look
It's
back
not
into it.
out.
Yeah, is it something they're making now? Oh yeah,
I think they're in the middle of it. Yeah.
they're trying to revive all those fucking titles from the '90s, man. It is
Subspecies,
Yes.
Head of the Family. They're bringing
Oh,
them all back, man.
They're all coming back, dude.
Yep. I'm surprised Troma's not doing the same thing with all their backlog.
They've got
I know they
live action.
I know they
coming.
have Nuke 'Em High and coming, and what was it? Toxic Avenger? Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. We are aware, Corey. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah,
Haven't
welcome
seen
back,
you in a
brother.
while. And Andy's in the house. Says, what's shaking YouTube DCS? Did you guys both get like Facebook banned? What's going on here?
They're all on YouTube.
I know. That's what
It
I'm
must have
saying.
been one of their exchanges that, it's like, it's Facebook with, you know what? I don't know what you're saying, but I'm offended.
That must be it. Tarek says, fair point. I would put Scream above Dusk Till Dawn, but I might be lying to myself. I've rewatched Dusk Till Dawn more often. Interesting. Maybe you'll reconsider your No.
So you got to set that up a little.
Okay, you guys. Hey, no fighting in the comments, by the way.
Uh-oh. You got some gatekeeping in the comments?
No, not gatekeeping. Just I'll point it out. Faye says Dusk Till Dawn is pretty damn good indeed. And Andy says, Lorena, I don't think I've ever seen Frighteners. Referring to
yes.
Yeah, okay. And then she says, not everything is about you, Andy.
Look what we started on. Sorry.
God damn it. All right. What is that? I'm leaving you two alone for a little bit until you figure out your stuff. Yes, Mark Ruffalo. Thank you, Rick.
Mark Buffalo.
Thank you, Rick.
You were babbling on, though. You didn't hear me.
I babble a lot.
Excuse me. What are you babbling about?
Tarek says, I always felt Dusk Till Dawn took a ton of unspoken inspiration from Near Dark. Possibly. There is a bar scene in Near Dark. I don't know if I would necessarily...
It's almost like the stealthy maneuvering of the bank robbers getting across the border fits that to me. It's like the vampires were sneaking around in their van and they had to find a place to park at night. But I think it's slick like that. Same kind of coolness, like just how they've got the whole setup and everything.
Right. James says, if you are afraid of dentists, don't watch The Dentist. That should stand alone.
There's a couple in there. You're like, what the fuck?
Lorena says, post-trauma Argento isn't really Argento. Okay.
I just, I know what I know what she means.
I mean, it's not... Is it Suspiria? No. But I thought this was pretty fun and inventive for its time.
Still trying to fucking get past that better than Fulci comment, man. Fuck.
I'm just saying me. I like Fulci too, but I don't mind Fulci. But I like Argento's, especially his early stuff. I like his visual eye.
Watch The Black Cat. You haven't watched that one yet. That one's pretty good. That one's wonderfully silly.
I was joking about that, but Lorena says, yeah, Fulci does a little more than throw blood at the screen. There's the eyeball stuff. Argento will make you feel really uncomfortable and then come in with the hands.
Come in the hands?
Better wash them.
Don't get sick.
Don't get sick. Huh. Tarek says, fun trivia, the Stendhal Syndrome was the first Italian movie to use CGI effects.
Another reason to hate Argento.
Oh my God, fuck off. All right.
Fulci would have been all... Psh. Actually, in 96, that's when Fulci died, so...
Is it?
Yep.
Interesting. Tarek says, I didn't say I would call it out a genre. I just thought someone would make the argument. Now, it takes a lot for something not to be horror in this group. I think, anyway. Here's an interesting question that's not really horror, but Bronson wants to know, other than Back to the Future, what is your favorite Michael J. Fox movie?
I got a few.
I have a couple.
I like Midnight Madness. He was still Michael Fox then. And it has David Naughton's in it.
Oh, okay.
Stephen First.
Yeah, okay. Now I remember
Disney
what you're
movie.
talking about. Yeah.
Kind of a Disney movie made for teenagers. I like him in The Secret of My Success.
Fuck you! That was my tough pull.
That's probably my, well, there's the other one too that's kind of like that. What's the other one where he goes to almost the same kind of setup?
For Love or Money?
Yeah, I think so. It's not anywhere near as big as Secret of My Success.
I love The Secret of My Success.
That's a great movie. It's fun. Super fun.
Oh yeah. That's my number one of his by far.
Yeah. Michael
Lorena
J.
says Light of Day.
Light of Day.
That's a good one too. Hold on. Talk.
Oh.
I got choked up.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, the Back to the Futures. Those were all amazing. Well, he didn't say Teen Wolf. That was another one that's fun with him in it. I love the Teen Wolf soundtrack. That's one of my favorite '80s fucking soundtracks of all time. 'Cause it has a bunch of fucking B-ass artists on it doing songs that it's great.
Teen Wolf is fun, but I like it fine, but it's not one that I would go out of my way to watch very often, if that makes sense.
No, you got to kind of come across it, and then you stay there with it.
Yeah, but I mean, I will go. I may go watch
Secret of My Success.
Secret of My Success tonight because I fucking love that movie.
Helen Slater.
Yes,
Look her.
That helps too. I saw somebody mention it, but he did. There it is. He did do a dramatic turn, Bright Lights, Big City, which was pretty fucking good too.
He also did the war one. What was the war one?
Oh yeah.
That the Civil War one?
No, Sean Penn, was it Casualties of War?
Something like that.
I think that was it.
I'm sure someone's on it. Why does my monitor keep going down? What's going on?
I'm looking it up too. Oh, Greedy also was another.
Oh, goddamn Greedy. Yeah, that's great. That's number 2 for me.
I forgot about Greedy for a
Greedy's
little bit.
fucking hilarious. There's some definitely quotable fucking shit from that one.
Oh yeah, and
No, you do Durante.
And Olivia Diabo, and that was just.
Yep.
Mwah.
Oh fuck, man. Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman was great. I love my favorite part in Phil Hartman in that though is when he's getting his head slammed on the table, and then the guy gets pulled away and his head just like 2 more times. All right, back to the comments here.
Yep. See, one Michael J. Fox question to derail the whole goddamn thing.
Hey, like I said, man, I love Michael J. Fox.
He's a great guy. It's a
I
shame.
can talk about him all.
Sucks. What's happening?
Yeah. Bronson, great question. Appreciate that. Wait, I think I went too far.
See the one there, Bronson? Just put one up.
Give me a second. I'll get to
here
it.
you go. Yeah, if you're coming in,
All right.
let us know.
All right. Lorena says, I think it depends on how you came into the Giallo stuff.
Zombie 79.
Well, I've missed most of that back in my younger days, and even my video store days. I think I tried to watch some when I was working at a video store, but it just didn't hit me right.
Well, those dubs were fucked, dude. They're fucked up.
Yes,
they're really
that's
fucked
true.
up, and it takes you out of it. But as a gorehound, you didn't care. You just waited it out till something was going to happen, and then shit, my dad was all like, and I had the Fangoria magazine. I was like, we got to go see this. And then he was like, hey, look, it's playing. You want to go? And I was like, yeah. 8 years old, 9 years old. Yeah. Here we go.
I think I'd seen Suspiria when I was younger and maybe another one. But that was it. And then I really didn't get into it until, starting to hang out with these assholes, and that was all they would talk about for hours upon hours before we were even a show.
I mean, Gates of Hell fucking warped me. City of the Living Dead. And it still does. I love it. And I always will. But seeing that on the big screen blew my fucking mind. That is one I would love to see on the big screen again. I would go to a Fulci triple feature of The Beyond and City of the Living Dead and The House by the Cemetery. Hands down. Even probably substitute, make it a 4-way and have fucking zombie in there too. Kind of like the cap,
That'd be cool. That would be cool. James says there are plenty of hands in Faust, 1994.
Another Yunza.
Yeah. Lorena says, come in with the hands around the throat, gloved hands coming in with the piano wire. Argento usually used his own hands for those shots. Geeked. We've geeked. I don't know what she's doing there.
They always had the fucking faceless killers.
Right.
Yeah.
Tarek says, not a movie, but my favorite Michael J. Fox was his few episodes on Boston Legal. Excellent.
Family
Excellent
Ties
choice.
With Eddie Weinbauer, Skippy.
Yep. Yeah, I grew up on Family Ties. I watched that religiously every week. But I did not want to be Alex P. Keaton. I didn't. I wanted to be friends with him, but I didn't want to be him. He was a dick. I also liked him in Spin City. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Spin City was great.
That was a 90s show, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen took over after he got sick.
Yeah. And then it went downhill.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's what happens when you let Charlie Sheen have anything, just about. Lorena says, Bright Lights, Big City. Yes, that's a great one as well. Tarek says, Casualties of War is correct. Yep, all right. Gotcha. What are your thoughts on The Hard Way? Is that with James Woods? Is that right? I'd have to see that one again, to be honest with you.
I've seen it, but that it's been a while.
I'm drawing a blank on it. I think it's James Woods, isn't it? Isn't James Woods the cop and Michael J. Fox is the actor that's trying to, learn from him or something like that? Look that up, research.
1991 film. Michael J. Fox, James Woods, Stephen Lang, Penny Marshall, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Comedy crime.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'd have to watch it again, but...
Yeah, it's been years.
I'll look for it tonight. Hell, I'm in a Michael J. Fox kind of mood now. Thanks to you. Bronson also says, I have an interesting fact to share with you guys. I read on IMDb that Black Christmas from 1974 is Steve Martin's favorite horror movie. I'll ask him next time I talk to him.
You don't have to wait, man, because right now, joining us live from L.A., Steve
Martin!
Sorry.
Okay, no.
Sorry.
That's not...
Everybody's heart just jumps just a second. You just don't know here. No, Steve Martin, you pretty much know.
Yeah. I did not know that, but that is pretty cool.
That's cool trivia.
Yeah, that's a good little Black Christmas tidbit. Lorena says, I hated The Beyond the first time I saw it. Bad cut.
Oh, you saw Seven Doors of Death. That's what you saw. Yeah, that sucks. It cuts all the good, wet, nasty gore out. Almost entirely. It's like a PG version of The Beyond. It's terrible.
She also says, Lorena says, I also hated House by the Cemetery first time out too. Snip, snip, chop, slash. Really bad cut for that one.
I actually sat with Michigan Dave and watched that when it first came out on video, and we rented it and we called Lemonhead. We called him the killer. Got that look to him. But I love it now. Now House by the Cemetery is aside from the kid's voice. Actually, they fucking fucked up the dubs in almost all three of those movies with the little kid voices. John is tolerable in City of the Living Dead, but not by much.
James says, I would argue that Suspiria isn't a giallo, but okay.
See?
Would you agree with that?
I would.
Okay.
Suspiria is like an art house fucking, it's a horror movie, but...
Well, that was my introduction to Italian filmmakers. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, obviously it was Bava. I'm sure I saw Bay of Blood. That shit came out in like 71 or something.
I don't think I did until I watched it recently. It's pretty good, though. I like that one. But that's, like you said, that's Bava, isn't it? Why are you smirking? You're way ahead of the comments.
I'm reading some comments. There's some funny shit coming up. Yeah.
All right. Andy said, I wanted Mallory, as one did, from Family Ties.
Oh, here's the one I wanted you to see.
It's right there. I already saw this one. Yeah, Rick says Alex got with Amy Steele on Family Ties. That episode I wanted to be him. Okay, for sure.
That was I'm sure that was after Friday the 13th too.
Oh yeah, because
81 was Friday the 13th too.
Well, Family Ties started back in 81, didn't it?
You're right. It could have been right at the same time. It could have been
about the same time.
She just did a one shot anyway.
No, 82 was when it started. So, yeah, it would have probably been after. Or absolutely would have been after. Thanks. Thanks, Rick.
You can ask her about it in July.
Oh, I will. No, I won't. I'll be too fucking just gaga when
fuck Alex
I see
P.
her.
Keaton. What the hell were you thinking?
What's the deal with Alex P. Keaton?
What's the deal with Alex P. Keaton? I mean, really?
Bronson says every time Michael J. Fox comes to mind, I always think of Stuart Little. I grew up watching Stuart Little. I loved his performance as that. I get it, man.
I was a little beyond Stuart Little. I've seen it, and he's good in it. You're right.
James says, yep, Olivia Hussey shared that bit of trivia in Bravo's Scariest Movie Moments. Interesting.
If we ever see Steve Martin, we will ask.
Yeah. Dude, I wanted to go to him and Martin Short did a live show.
Oh, yeah.
Not too long ago, and there was one in Oklahoma I wanted to go to so bad, but...
Came through here.
Yeah, couldn't get tickets. That thing sold out like so fucking quick. Have you guys seen Don't Go in the Woods? I was watching it earlier and it held my attention. I'll check it out. Wait, is that like the Don't Fuck in the Woods?
No.
Or was that a different one? Oh, he says, don't go in the house, is what he says.
1979 film?
That one I don't know about. There is a movie called Don't Go in the Woods also, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. But the Don't Go in the House is the one about the burned up kid, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, I remember that one being fucking pretty creepy. I've seen that one before. I remember the box of that one.
Yeah, I've seen that box.
But this one, the movie's better than the box.
Huh. According to you. All right. Go. Yep, and he says yes, 79. All right. Anything else to rag on me about with the Frighteners or
No,
Giallo or
nobody ragged on you about the Frighteners. You were just expecting it because you.
I was
Scream.
honestly I was shocked that Colonel had it there too, which kind of surprised the hell out of me. But
I really thought it was going to be Head of the Family.
I kind of thought he was going to do that too, just to fuck with me. But hey, all right, gang. I think that is gonna about wrap her up tonight. So
Yeah, I mean, we got through the 1996, and again, I'll stand by my statement. My initial impression of 1996 disappointing for horror.
Yeah,
I'll stand by it.
I would say even out of my list, there's only 5 that I would like frequently, maybe 4 that I would frequently go back and rewatch. The rest,
I got a Craft.
If they're on,
being
they're
coming
on.
up. Definitely want to watch The Craft again soon. Probably watch
Fair
From
enough.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. All right, Bronson has one more question. I think he asked this last week too, and I think we missed it, but might as well end on this note. He said, and it's not horror, or is it? Bronson wants to know, who is your favorite Spider-Man villain? Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus, Thomas Hayden Church as the Sandman, Topher Grace as Venom, or James Franco as the New Goblin? Ziggy.
Well, at the time of its release, this, and many still believe, is the #1 superhero movie of all time. I used to think that. I'm not sure I do now, but Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus was hands down my favorite. Hands down.
I would have to go with Willem Dafoe, man. He's so fun, and there's not many roles that he's ever played that I just don't like. He's just he's a fascinating actor. So there you go. His Green Goblin would be mine.
That's great. It is great.
Colonel would say Bruce Campbell in Spider-Man 3.
Because he's the only one who defeated him.
There you go.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, we are starting to. We're gearing up for the trip over to Texas. It's on. There's no turning back now. Might have to fight some people to get in the line with John Carpenter. I'm willing to do that. I need to get my fog jacket signed, and I'm going to get it done by any means necessary.
Fair enough.
So, yes.
Fair enough.
Looking forward to it. And the work continues for New Mexico as well. We are on this shit like stink on a fucking piece of shit or whatever. I don't know. We're going to get on it, though, and make sure that this thing is fucking the most killer version of Kersher Luck ever to break off the internet.
We're going to have
go
like 12.
live.
We're going to have like 12 cameras running, too. It's going to be fucking insane.
I got 3 of them here. So.
Carrie says, next week's show will be like my birthday bash. You're right. Happy birthday a week in advance to Carrie.
We'll have Adam Marcus wish you a happy birthday next week. You join us.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And Lorena says, another great show. Not your fault. 96 sucks. Good night, everyone. Woo!
Yep.
Ziggy, send them out.
I was sending them out, kind of.
I know. Finish your thoughts.
I'll finish my thoughts. Yeah, man, it's I love you guys. Can't thank you enough. Just having these discussions every week. It's sometimes these nights are what keep us grounded from not going completely out of our minds and stabbing everyone within a stabbing distance. So thank you for that. We love you. And this is it. It's the summer of DCS. You're here. We're about to do this shit. You've been here. Don't leave now. It's just about to get good. See you next week. Crazy show. I'm actually a little nervous for next week. I'll admit it.
Next week is going to be, it's going to be interesting. I'll try to keep, I'll have the lawyer sitting right next to me with like a stun gun, just in case.
This guy is going to be fucking, he'll be good for the first 10 minutes, I'll say. And then once the shit starts flying,
no, I have a feeling I'll be fine until he comments, like in the comments, and then I'll be like, "Oh, look, the con man's here,"
and I'll be all sitting there going, "Censor, censor."
Oh no, but it could be. Hey,
I don't know. You know,
the alleged con man. I got to just train myself to say that.
It's got to be done just to. And I'll always feel this way until everybody is paid back. And I'm sure those people that aren't paid back, if they do get paid back, they'll let us know. We'll pass it along. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to see the thing rectified and finished.
Absolutely. That's kind of the whole goal. But
I mean,
everybody...
every town has their news anchor. Like, we've got Help Me Hank. We've got Ask Aaron around here. You know what I mean? And they come in and they do stories to get shit done. Well, this is what this is. This is like a little bit bigger scale, though. That's all. Yeah. A little bigger reach.
Well, but the thing is, anytime anyone pressures it, I mean, I think 2 people have told me since we posted and they commented that he's blocked the people that have commented that he still owes money because he's pissed off that he's
partaking.
I guess he's
yeah.
That they're commenting on our advertisement about it. So anyway, we'll save it all for next week.
You just said it. Whole damn enchilada. Blocked.
Yep. Now I'm blocked. No, I've been blocked. Trust me. I've been blocked because I was calling this guy out from afar for a long fucking time.
I got to like his page first for him to block me. So, yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh,
he
really?
can still, he could still block you anyway. I never liked his page.
Well, when I was doing some research, I could still see most everything, so we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, should be an interesting show. Can't wait to share it with you guys. And yeah, Texas, we're coming. We're coming for you, Texas. It's going to be great. And yeah, I'm excited. And as Colonel would always say, don't get sick.
Wash your dick. Don't smell like a scuba Steve. Wash that beef with Summer's Eve. I had to put my little flair on it there.
Oh, good Lord. Thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you next week. Go enjoy some 1996 or some Michael J. Fox or both.
Or Head of the Family.
The Frighteners. Woo! Later.
Just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. My I don't have to Monday. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Ah, the French.